Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a cinematic sounding synth pad using only free plugins. Let's get right into it. So I came up with this little musical idea just to show you kind of what you could use this sound for. So let's take a look at it. And that reverb tail goes forever. This is a very simple idea in E minor, but we're just gonna focus on the sound design for now. So the synth that we're gonna be creating sounds like this. I wouldn't call it smooth, it's a huge sound. I'm gonna play it one more time and I'm gonna be taking away the plugins just to show you what each one is doing. Yeah, so that last thing was the synthesizer alone. I believe this is an emulation of a Juno 60, which is a legendary vintage synthesizer. This VST is a little older, it's a little rough around the edges. It doesn't have all of the nice features that the newer synthesizers have, plug-in synthesizers, but it gets the job done and it's free, and it definitely gives you that sound. It doesn't sound great by itself, but all of the processing is what gives you that magical sound. I kind of just fooled around with the controls until I found that specific sound. But I'm going to show you the two specific things that you need to get right. So now I have a new instance of the plugin, and when you first open it, it sounds like this. Not great. The first step is to adjust the attack and the release. The attack is how much time it takes for the sound to start once you hit the key. Right now it's right away. If we take a look at the attack here, the A under envelope, if we increase the time, and remember to turn on the envelope by clicking here. Now when you increase the attack, now the start of the note is smoother. Now you need to increase the release time, which is the end of the note. We want the note to gradually decrease in volume. If we go back to the other one that I was playing, it already sounds pretty similar, although I think I have a little bit too much release time, so I'm just gonna take that down a little bit. So the next step is EQ, or in some synthesizers you might have a filter built in. You wanna add a low pass or a high cut. As you can see here, it's called low pass. I'm cutting all of the high end. As you can see, it makes it sound a lot more smooth and dark. That's a very usual thing to do when you're creating a pad with a synthesizer. Next we have saturation, and it sounds like this. It's kind of subtle, but it gives it a lot more texture and it adds some weird harmonics. The next one is reverb, and this is where the magic happens. I'm using Valhalla Supermassive. You could also use something like Valhalla Shimmer, although that one is not free and this one is. And this is what it's doing to the signal. This plugin makes it sound huge. I just grabbed a preset Pulse Synth, but the massive presets sound just ridiculous. Like, look at the names. We Are Stardust, Space is the Place, Dark Matter. Like, this plugin is ridiculous. It's so good. I think I only adjusted the mix, and right now I have it at 91.2%. You want almost all reverb, if not just pure reverb. I'm gonna do something similar to what I did in the demo, and that was just playing notes from the E minor chord. And I do have one more plugin, and that is Freeamp, and this is more saturation, and it sounds like this. I am not being subtle with the saturation whatsoever here. You can hear how it's giving it a lot more texture, and it's introducing some noise, which is fine in this case. This plugin is an emulation of tube and tape distortion combined, and it sounds really nice. And it's so pretty. That's kind of it. I'm gonna show you the rest of the arrangement. For the piano, I'm using Labs Soft Piano, which I talk about a lot in these videos, and Oriel Reverb. Again, these are all free, not just the synthesizer. This reverb is really good. And for the strings, I'm using Spitfire Audio Labs again. From the Frozen Strings collection, I'm using Super Sultasto Cello. And Frozen Violin. Well, it's the one called Violin inside Frozen Strings. As you can see, I have an empty guitar track here and another synthesizer that I haven't used. This is a little piece that I'm working on, but I just wanted to show you how I'm creating this whole thing only with free plugins, and I think it sounds pretty good. You can build your career using just free stuff in 2021. This is an amazing time to be a musician. And that's it for today. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please give it a like and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.